Dear younger me, I am writing this to you from a place that for most of your life you believed didn't exist for guys like us. I am writing you from a life of peace, sobriety, and true unshakable freedom. I know what you are carrying now. I feel the weight of the addiction that has ruled your every waking moment for more than 2.5 decades. I see the scars from the abuse, the hardness in your eyes from the years of incarceration, the cold shadow of prison walls that became your second home. You've spent a quarter century running, convinced you were discarded, that the violence and abuse you endured were all that you deserved. You've carried the scars of the streets and the trauma of the system like they were your only identity. You thought violence was your only protection and drugs your only escape. I want to tell you, you were never discarded. You were being preserved. I want to share with you the beautiful breakthrough that leaves you changed, healed, and whole after so many years of pain and emptiness. January 18th, 2025. I can still feel the chill of that prison cell, the disgusting smell of cleaning solution and old urine coming from the toilet right by the concrete block that the system calls a bed. I remember the crushing weight of the new gun and drug charges and the terrifying realization that the cycle you were trapped in has quickly become your tombstone. That day was your coldest moment of despair, and I will forever remember it as your greatest victory. On that day, you did the one thing you were always too proud or too scared to do. You found your knees. I need you to remember the feel of that cold, hard concrete on your skin. Never forget the exact moment when you looked up in the silence of that cell and surrendered. You asked Jesus to take away the addiction that has stolen 25 years of your life, begging for another chance, a life that didn't involve a prison sentence, a life where you could finally breathe and serve His will and not your own. He heard you, and He started a work in you that He will see finished. I'm not going to tell you the road was easy. You had to walk through the fire, but I need you to understand now what you couldn't see then. The fire didn't come to consume you, it came to purify you. Just as silver is refined in the furnace, God used that heat to burn away the addiction, the pride, and the pain that wasn't really you to begin with. He was stripping away the prisoner to reveal a man of God. You were being preserved and prepared for a purpose that required a heart of pure gold, one that only the fire could produce. To help you walk through that heat, He sent you a bridge, Next Step Recovery Housing. As you look back on these past 10 months of your life, all you feel is love and gratitude. You weren't just staying there, you were being rebuilt. You found yourself surrounded by loving brothers who understood your scars because they carried their own. You learned that you didn't have to be the tough guy anymore. You just had to be an honest one. You will hold a lifetime debt of gratitude for Jimmy and Chelsea McGill. God placed them in your path as leaders, mentors, and witnesses to what is possible. Through their vision and the grace of their program, you learned how to walk as a man of God. The McGills and Next Step gave you the tools, the discipline, and a family that showed you what it means to belong to something righteous. Because of that surrender in January and the refining fire of recovery, you are no longer defined by what you did to survive. You traded a brotherhood of sin for a brotherhood of believers. You traded the needle for the word. You are a walking testimony that no hole is too deep for God to reach into, and no soul is too far gone to be redeemed. You have always been worth the fight. Walk in that freedom daily. You paid a heavy price to learn that you are loved. Never look back. With grace and love, a recovering addict named Will.